today we're going to do a hair tutorial on a top knot. And I didn't know you could message people on YouTube, but somebody messaged me on YouTube and they said, can you do a hair tutorial on a top knot? And, can you do it like this? Well, I watched the video and the girl used a Coke can, like a literal Coke can. And she put it on top of her head and she did this I don't know, it was weird. Anyway, this top knot is easier, I think. It's inspired by Kenzie Gurley. If you've ever seen her on YouTube, she's really good. But what we're going to do is we're going to use hair donuts, which you can buy from Sally's. So, obviously, I like big hair, so we are not going to just use one. We're going to use two. We're going to stack them on top of each other. So, let's get this party started. First of all, these kind of hairstyles work better if your hair is not freshly washed, not dirty, okay? You need to wash your hair. If you don't wash your hair, you're not going to get a husband. Just saying. So what we're going to do right now is part this part out and kind of tease it just a little bit just to get some volume. Because I'm all about the big hair. And let's see, part it on this side too. And then do the same thing with this side. And this is the same teasing brush that I used as last time. Nothing's changed. Okay, let me take my glasses off real quick. Alright, so what we're going to do now is pick all this up. Just like that. And put it high. It is a top knot. Just like this. Okay. Then I have a big one and then I have a smaller one that's a little bit smaller. And this one, the top one was $3.99 and the bottom was $4.99 at Sally's. So they're not super expensive. Okay. So just do like this and pull all this hair through. Okay. We'll take the other one and do the same thing. Just stacking them. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Now, what might be easier is to take bobby pins and bobby pin them together, just so that they don't slip. Then what we're going to do after that is tease your hair some more. Another thing that you can do, just so it's not crazy and everywhere, is use the big pins and pin it to your head so that it doesn't slip around. And another tip, I wouldn't do this hairstyle on a night when you have choir or something, because the person that's singing behind you is not going to be able to see. As well as maybe if you sit in the front of the church, you might not want to do this as big because the people behind you are not going to be able to see. And that's never fun. That happens often. Whenever I'm riding in the passenger seat of people's cars, they tell me to move my head because my hair is so big they can't see out the passenger door. I could be the cause for wrecks. Big hair is the cause for wrecks. Could you imagine? Okay, so teasing sections, the underneath part, and I can't do the slick bun. I've never been able to do the whole slick donut sock bun, I just can't pull it off. It just doesn't look right. So if you could pull it off, that's great. I can't. So mine have to be messy and teased and huge. Okay, now, anyway, kind of flare that out. Then take a ponytail holder, just like this, and pop it right over that. And then kind of make it airy. You don't want it, I don't like mine slick. If you can pull that off, great, but I can't. So kind of pull it out and make it look messy. Then, after you got that done, this part is the easiest part. That part pretty much goes by fast. This is the quickest hairstyle, easiest. It's super simple. Take that, and as you can see, it's like ponytail holder is here, and like it just looks weird. So what we're gonna do is take, looks like a squid or an octopus, but take this side, split it in half, and we're gonna braid it. And you can do anything you want with this, really. You can twist it, you can braid it normal, you can fishtail braid it, you can just wrap it, you know, and try to tuck it underneath. But I like the braided look. So, after I braid that part, I take it and kind of flare it. All the way up. And that's kind of the hardest part, I think. A lot of times that part's hard to get. It took me a while to master flaring a braid. But yeah, so after that part's done, you can take it and just wrap it around and pin it in place. Just like that. And then take this side, do the same thing. Just braid it. And this is, in fact, one of the biggest buns I've ever seen. But, yeah, I wouldn't wear this to school because the people who sit behind you won't be able to see. You know, if you sit in a balcony at church, this might be a good idea. But I would just think, you know, before you wear it, because it is really big. You don't have to wear two hair donuts. I like the volume. But, and then there you go. Just like that. And then you just pin this one in place too. Just like that. So, and then like pull, I always pull, I don't like my hair to be slick back looking. So kind of pull that out. It gives it extra volume. You're going to have to pin it well, you know. Don't pin it like I do. Well, okay, I got it. So, that's that. You're going to have to spray it. I use this hairspray. This is like the easy stuff, the cheap kind. You can use Old Faithful, but just know that you have to take all of this down later on when you get home. So, this is the top knot that I do. It's easier than a Coke can. I don't know who came up with that idea. But this is pretty much it. So, yeah.